That's where I'm going.
All right. It's nice to meet you. Does that little white animal follow you everywhere?
He's not a little white animal. His name's Hootle, and he's a baby owl. And he's the only...
Wait.
Pathetic!
Yeah, Rinwell and Hootle kind of remind me of at least Tipo.
What's got you so worked up, Hootle? Is that...
Oh no.
Watch out! They know we're here.
Flying Zoogles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Shion!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it?
I like her attitude. Don't know why.
Knock a flying enemy
Oh, I
out of
could
the
s-
sky, and it's as good as done.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
Great! On to the...
Roger that.
Show me what you can do, kiddo!
They're dead.
What was it those Zoogles were attacking just now?
The bees.
Is that?
Owl?
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. We couldn't have moved forward without clearing out those Zoogles. I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
Yeah, she's starts off a little racist towards Renans. I guess rightfully so, but yeah.
They look like they're talking to each other.
He's probably happy to see another owl. I don't think Hootle's ever met one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one.
Met like 6 of them so far.
Oh.
Oh.
You just barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Right, Hootle?
Everything's coming up, Zephyr!
Indeed.
I hate camping out.
I always rest. Regain your CP. Eat some good food. That kind of thing.
What are you staring for?
Do all Danon fighters look like you?
What, this getup? I pulled this number together from scrap and parts I salvaged throughout the years. Though now I'm feeling self-conscious, seeing how put together you seem to be.
Oh no, I was just curious. Did you fortify your right side more because that's your dominant side?
Partly, but mostly because my body's a little worse for wear after all these years fighting.
That makes sense.
So you take extra care to protect your dominant side with more armor. Smart.
Is fighting all you think about?
I'm always impressed how good of a shot you are, Shion.
What do you mean?
Just that all I'm good for is throwing myself at things with all my might. By comparison, your way is more... how do I put it? Precise.
It's not like I'm that good of a... Look, that's just how it is with guns. If you miss, it's a wasted bullet you can't get back.
Is that why you're always aiming to exploit enemies' weak spots?
I wouldn't say every shot is that deliberate, but that is part of it. For example, if I see a flying enemy, I'll often go for their wings. Also, if I see a jumping enemy without wings, I know they're an easy target because they can't get out of the way while in the air. In your case, I bet it's easier for you to deal with enemies that stay on the ground, right?
Definitely. Things that can fly circles around me are a real pain to deal with.
Exactly. It's important to keep your enemy's movements in check.
True. Although your shots have the added benefit of stunning enemies, so it's easier to swipe materials from them. It's really helped out.
It's nothing, really. As long as you keep doing your part when we fight, I'd say we're even.
Cool.
Do you think we'll really be able to wipe the Renans off the face of Dana?
Who said anything about doing that?
But we have to in order to survive. Don't we?
Now that you have the Blazing Sword, and have shown that we really can win this fight, do you really think we should go around killing every last Renan?
He has a
But
point.
what else are we supposed to do?
Say we go around killing Renans, so they don't kill us first. In turn, that'll just make more and more of them want to kill us. Where does it end, once you enter such a vicious cycle?
Is that why you told Grenar not to kill any Renans without a good reason?
I'm not saying we should forgive and forget what they've done to us, but we can't let ourselves be dragged down by our own hatred either. Hatred comes in many forms. There's no one solution that will work in every situation. We have to keep searching for new ones if we're going to survive. It's a lifelong journey, finding the answers. That goes for you too. You have to come up with your own answers.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Hey, Zephyr. Why do you keep fighting?
What do you mean?
Until I met
Kiss
you and the
me,
Crimson
Rockar.
Crows, all the Danans I ever knew just accepted their lot in life as slaves. Hell, even I was like that. But all of you in the Resistance are different. Even when you have no hope of winning, you keep on fighting. Why is that?
Come on, that's an easy one. I just refuse to live life as a slave. That's all.
Better to die fighting for freedom than to live as a slave, huh?
Let me ask you a question, Alphen. What does it mean to you to not be a slave any longer?
I guess it means living a life not being ruled by the Renans, right?
But what about the Danans who died standing up to the Renans? Are they still slaves? Would they be truly free if all they did was follow my orders and die without knowing what it was they were doing?
But that's...
Being a slave isn't just a position. It's also a state of mind. Don't become my slave, Alphen.
Freaking everything he says is inspirational. Go steamed potatoes.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Yes, because I used all the potatoes for this. Mama's chicken salad.
I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Oh, another one. Talk it. Oh-ho.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Let's go check. Wait, no. Yes. Nothing new? Alright, moving on. I guess the next airport area is Cyslodia. I'm Batman. Alright.
I take it we're heading through here, then?
No.
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
it's nothing.
What is that? A ring?
No.
It was my wife's.
Yes.
Your wife? You never mentioned anything about being married.
No.
That's surprising.
Yes.
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the Renans?
No.
No.
Yes.
She was sick.
No.
I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone.
Yes.
I'd always wanted to show her the world as it could be.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
No.
But
Yes. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Let's go.
For now.
What is this place anyway? What's with these columns and steps?
Yes.
No
Yes.
idea. I've never been here before either. Rena's convoy squads probably used it in the past.
I guess. It's definitely seen better days. You wouldn't know anything, would you, Shion?
Nope. And I'm not interested in learning either.
Actually, these are Danon ruins. See? You can tell by the way the columns are decorated and stuff. They're all old Danon designs.
Are you saying these things were built more than 300 years ago, then?
Yeah. I have no idea what they were used for, though.
It's amazing to think our ancestors were capable of making such structures. Hopefully there'll come a time when us Danons will be able to walk through here freely again.
That's exactly what you're fighting for, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm fighting for. Yeah. The ropers.
Normally I don't pick on you. It's over! I'll run you through! Strike! You're mine! Stay away from the
Yeah.
Here I come! I'll run you through! You're out! See ya! Don't go charging off like that!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you
They
continue
have
on.
stronger enemies. That makes it
My lady?
easier
Something you wanted to say?
to freaking take them down. To get more
Everything's
experience.
coming up, Zephyr!
I think these actually come to. Yep.
I'll take you all on! You're mine!
It's over.
I never miss!
Forward blade.
Yeah.
See ya!
Reload!
You're finished.
Take aim and blast it out of the sky!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Oh, come on. They're flirting during a
Never
battle.
imagined there were Zeugles out there that could pretend to be statues.
That's because Zeugles don't come from nature. Who knows what else is lurking out there?
I come from science!
It's freezing in here. And after how hot it was outside, too.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cyslodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
Oh, don't worry about Hootle. He's from Cyslodia. Probably just
adorable.
nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
Rinwell, how about filling them in on what to expect from Cyslodia?
Can I pet it?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said. You never know when Snake Eyes are watching you.
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
Their official title is the Bureau of Civil Observation. They've got cronies undercover everywhere, observing us at all times.
So basically, Big Brother.
So? Renan surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cyslodia, it's not just Renans. They've got Danons spying on each other, too.
She's like from the bad side of town. Fucking street smart. Fucking
Or in
gangster.
other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp.
And I put
No
him down
questions
quick,
asked,
motherfucker!
No goodbyes. Of course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
This
Hence
bitch
the
tattled
not
me up in
trusting
the
one another, huh?
ground.
In that case,
Hard to say. Although, not being from Cyslodia will probably help, honestly.
more trustful of outsiders than even your own people. Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a stand?
Not everyone is strong enough to stand, Alphen. That's why the world needs people like us.
To teach them how to walk. Left foot, right foot. Left foot, right foot. Paw, other paw. Yeah.
Normally I don't pick
These ropers are... I think they're weak to fire attacks.
Roger that. Show me what you can do, kiddo.
These little ones, they're hardly worth our time.
You're quite the gunslinger.
It's a little
I
one?
have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Right.
I'll take you all.
Here I come! It's over! Burn!
I need to be stronger.
Freaking A, yeah. You drink so many energy drinks that you just kind of feel really zoned out and you don't know why. Maybe I have had too much caffeine today. Something really cool
Whoa.
about that.
Take a look at that.
Taking them all out at once with that one attack. It's pretty nice. But of course I have to fight all the things, so the lightning thingy that he just did. Rising Wyvern. Lightning Thrust. I might switch to that one too.
Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
Alright. Wait, did I grab all the things there? Because I was not paying. No, I didn't. Good thing I turned around. Oh. Apple gel. What do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Disorder. Now, somewhere between the sacred silence, circulated silence, and sleep. Alright. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Their conversations, they change, like, in the battle, the more you go on into the game story. It's actually pretty cool.
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Oh my gosh.
guess I misread the landing.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Damn. That weak, huh?
It's a cool thing about that, if you approach a Zoogle like that, and they're higher level than you, then they'll say something like that, like, hey, don't fight that thing. It will kick your ass. So, for the most part, no, you're not going to want to fight it. You can come back later, though, because that one's relatively lower level than the first one you've seen for some reason.
That was almost too easy. Another notch in the old belt.
Keep 'em coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it.
So, where am I going? What is that? I want that. Give me that. I want that. Give me that. Oh yeah, to go up here. For some reason, I distinctly remember this one. Roll for an orange gel, which is actually quite useful. It restores 30% CP, which is actually pretty nice. And yeah, I felt like I just came. Oh, because I think I fought something and I went in a circle.
We're in good form.
We're in good form. Yeah, like how positive he is. I have a weakness for positivity. Alright, now we can actually move on with the story.
Not much further now. The exit will take us straight into Cyslodia.
Remember, everybody,
You're
don't make
brooding
eye
again.
contact.
What's he get you?
We defeated Balsif and liberated Calaglia from the Renans. Now, we're on our way to rescue our fellow Danans in Cyslodia. I'm committed to helping our people. You know that. But then, what happens after that? What's our endgame here?
Good
Pepper
question.
stick.
The Danans vastly outnumber the Renans. Yet we rarely take up arms, because we know that when it comes to firepower, we don't stand a chance. Even if you succeeded in overthrowing the Lords and freeing Dana, then what? Lenegis would still hover over us, the Renan motherland behind it. If they so desired, the Renans could potentially use their might to wipe us off the planet in a second, no matter how powerful that blazing sword of yours is.
So what you're saying is we don't stand a chance. So what the heck are we even doing?
There's no sense in discarding today's victory for tomorrow's loss. If fighting yields even a single day of freedom, it will all have been worth it in the end. Who knows? Maybe that's the day we make preparations for the battle that will free us for good. Speaking pragmatically, the fact the Renans don't exterminate us all in spite of their technical advantage has to mean one thing. They need us. It's up to us to put a dent in their armor before they cotton on to our plan. That way, we force them to the negotiating table.
You want to negotiate with the Renans?
It's galling, I know, but it's the only way to survive while securing our freedom at the same time.
That's... But even so, we can't just...
If you lot are done talking, there's a lord we came to overthrow.
What about you, Shion? What do you plan on doing after we've given the Lords the boot?
All I know is, my
Jeez.
reasons for fighting aren't the same as yours.
I'm going to
I'm
eat
through answering these pointless questions.
a lot of cheese. I can't take things seriously. Only when they're serious, but also when they're not. Alright.
So this is Cyslodia.
How far is it to the capital?
We've still got a ways to go. Also, the Zeugles here are different than those in Calaglia, so be careful.
Got it. Sounds like we should make sure we stick close together as we keep moving.
Agreed. Hey, Shion!
It'll be hard for me to use my rifle in a pinch if we're all bunched together. I'll follow behind the rest of you.
Right. Makes sense.
What's up with her? She seems even more upfront than back in Calaglia.
In case you forgot, we're in enemy territory now. If you don't get serious and focus on the task at hand, you'll be inviting trouble.
Don't take it personally. I think that's just the way she is. Plus, you have to remember, with those thorns of hers, she's probably not used to anybody being all that friendly to her. The fact that you can't feel pain
Someone
means
finally
you
says it.
probably end up getting closer to her than she's used to.
You really think so?
We're talking about someone who came down to Dana all by herself. But you don't see her homesick for Lenegis at all, do you?
No.
That alone speaks volumes about how difficult her whole situation must be.
Yeah.
It's your job as her partner to understand that, and give her the support she needs. You two are going to be stuck together for a while, so the sooner you make nice, the better.
Make
Nice.
Yep. Now come on.
I swear they hint
I
at
get
it
that they're
so
not exactly
much.
on the best of terms, but... Is everything going to be okay with these people?
Rinwell, don't go too far ahead. You never know where Zeugles might be lurking.
Oh, we'll be fine. We've been able to handle them up until now.
Still, better that you hang back a bit.
No way! I'm the one who asked you to come here in the first place, remember?
Yeah, but if we lose you, we won't know where to go. Besides, it's old guys like me who should be sticking their necks out first.
But...
We need you in order to get in contact with the Resistance in Cyslodia. So stick close until we find them, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Now you've got me wondering, how'd you make it to Calaglia in the first place? I find it hard to imagine you didn't run into Zeugles along the way.
Are you good at hiding or something?
Yeah, that's it. I'm just really good at staying out of sight.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Still, you had to have been pretty lucky to have made it the whole way unscathed.
Lucky indeed.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but just take note. She has a book on her side that is now starting to show.
It's crazy to feel just how much the temperature has changed from crossing over a single peak.
Is it really that big of a difference?
Definitely. Calaglia was hot.
I can only tell from appearance, so... Achoo!
You might not be able to feel it, but it sure looks like your body responds to it just the same.
Seems like it. So if I sneeze, I guess that it's a sign that it's getting chilly.
They say that sneezing is often the first sign you're coming down with a cold, too. That's all the more reason you need to be careful with... Achoo!
Was that also a sneeze?
I just bit my tongue, that's all.
No. It sounded a lot different from mine. But I could swear it was still...
Adorable.
It wasn't a sneeze, okay? Achoo!
Guess we both need to be careful out here in the cold.
You know, you gotta think about it like this. They go straight up from Calaglia, which is like extremely hot, you know, and they go to Cyslodea, which is really cold. And the changing of really hot to really cold is actually so bad for the body that you can end up in shock.
What's this thing?
Is it hard leaving Calaglia behind?
No. Actually, it's kind of a relief to be away from there.
Really? What makes you say that?
Because it was getting to the point where every man, woman, and child would come up and talk to me like they knew me.
You
I
don't
could barely
know
find a
me.
moment to breathe, let alone relax.
Well, what you did was kind of a big deal, you know. You overthrew a Renan lord and burst open the gates of fire.
Yeah, but that was only because I had the blazing sword with me. We wouldn't have made it to Balseph without you and the Crimson Crows, Zephyr.
Maybe so. But you're still the one who took him out in the end. It's only natural for people to look up to those who protect them. You're a hero to those people.
I never asked to be one. I never asked to take the place of a lord in people's minds. I don't want it.
You're a strange one, Alphen. That's for sure. If that's how you really feel, then hold on to that. Listen to those thoughts when you feel lost and don't know what to do. If you can do that, you won't lose sight of who you are, or what the right path to take is.
The right path to take, huh?
Gosh, Zephyr's so fucking cool. Alright, now get out of all those skits and get back into this.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
No escape!
I'm on it.
You're mine! Flaming thrust! You're mine! Strike!
Don't let them form a pack.
Yeah, for the most part, your flaming sword's gonna
I'm
be
sure I can put this to use.
hitting all
I've
the
noticed the
resistances.
Zeugles here are a lot different from what we're used to back in Calaglia.
It's because this realm is so cold. I imagine they had to be adapted to fit the climate.
Meaning if we hit them with fire arts, it should be extra effective against them.
Yeah, sure.
Would you like to warm up some?
Aren't there people in there?
You should let yourself unwind when you get the chance.
I guess there's no arguing with that.
Okay.
Hey.
Got a room for a few more.
Mm-hmm.
This fire passes. This fire here passes no judgment. All are welcome to bask in its warmth.
Hey!
Alfred, wait, did you forget what I said before? I know, I only want to learn a little more about our new realm. I see you've got a huge luggage. What's that you got hauling around there? Oh, they're full of wares to sell, like medicines, plus my tools that I use to make accessories out of ore from time to time. Did you say accessories? You mean people down here do not wear them too? Now, I'm intrigued. Just how good of a craftsman are you? I tell you what, I'm going to have you have some of your handiwork for myself.
Whoa!
What? What? What is this? I don't know, I lived on the wrong side of town before, so like I kind of understand how Rinwell's feeling. Increases penetration. This is actually useful, but I already have that one for him. Increases damage from fire, water element attacks. Actually, that's useful. We'll craft that. So I didn't know what to do with those before. Yeah, basically you just put these into... Yeah, I know. Level it up. But yeah, that's how you do that.
Right.
Looks decent enough, I suppose. Not the prettiest thing I've ever seen, but it looks practical at least. If I come across any art, I might be back. Until then, you better work on upping your game. I appreciate your feedback, lady, but I won't let you down. You should be calling out Shion yourself, not me, Renwell. I don't want to talk to her. You do it all.
What?
Alright. It's like she wears red and I wear blue. We have problems. Good idea. I'm not that hungry. You should never go into battle on an empty stomach. I mean, you can never. What? You can never tell when the enemy's going to attack. So, Cheyenne, you don't have to beat around the bush. It's okay to admit when you're hungry. The other reason. What other reason do you need to eat? Fine.
Just great.
Second thought, we need to eat you guys.
All right.
I'll fix us something good then. How about a regular repast among us Crimson Crows?
Nice.
What a meal. You're way better to the chef than I figured it'd be, Zipper. Yeah, it was good, thank you. I'm glad to hear that you both liked it.
Right.
Want another plate? Like you said, it's not good to fight on an empty stomach. I'm good. It's gonna growl again. Your stomach's going to growl, I know. Sean, eat the damn stuff or I'll throw it away. Love it. After that, it took 3 tries making the same thing before Shion was finally satisfied.
Happy now, Shion?
Yeah, I'd say so.
She better be, after all she ate.
I stopped before I was full, though.
What?
I love it. Alright, gonna fight some wolves. Ice wolf. Ice wolf.
Take you all on.
Wolf wolves. Fire wolves.
Inferno turret!
Damn. Fire damage deals a lot of damage to them right now.
No escape! Pierce through! Slash! Take this!
I'll run you through. See ya.
Gotta break through! Take this! It's over! I'm on it! Inferno turret!
Only get back into the
You're
fray!
mine!
I'll run you through.
It's over!
Gemini Alpha!
Talon
Sonic
sword.
thrust!
Touch cannon.
Teamwork. Sweet
What's
tomato.
this thing?
This might go well in that new recipe.
Tomato.
Can't wait
Tomato.
to see what you make.
You're the one making it.
Tomato. 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 Tomato.